Hello and welcome to Friday Night Fright presents Comic Book Cavalcade 2020. Man, we're going to have some fun this month. Every episode in May, every day in May, there's going to be a brand new episode. It's going to be a mini review of a comic book movie. Yay, can't wait, hyped. So it's going to cover the gauntlet. It's going to be loads of MCU stuff. There's going to be some DC stuff probably. Might be some other stuff. There's going to be Flash recaps of Flash Season 2 every Tuesday. So it's going to be 4 or 5 of those, depending on how many Tuesdays are in May. But it's going to be tight, because I've also got a week off. Yay! Anyway, this is the intro Comic Book Cavalcade. So you'll hear this every day of the week, and then you'll hear an intro for the movie I'm covering that day, or TV show. Ooh, scary! Anyway, I'll be back after a brief word from our sponsor. Hey guys, in Austin, and it's the Baker's Dozen episode of Comic Book Cavalcade 2020, and it's time for the Flash Season 2 Episode 2, where last week's episode is a bit crazy, with Barry basically committing one of the most heinous acts in the history of superheroism, I can't even say it. Yeah, he tricked a guy and going into a nuclear radiation chamber, and then through radiation throughout room, the guy died of horrendous tumours and whatnot. But before he died, he asked some information that he got. Wasn't happy with the information, so Barry is one of the most horrible people on the planet. I have to assume it's an anomaly and we go back normal, because I was really not impressed. So Season 2 Episode 2, I've seen this episode once vaguely, I think, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's time for the episode, so I'll be back after a brief word from our sponsor. Right, so this episode picks up where the last one left off, with Barry meeting Jay, and Jay being like, "Hey Barry, I want to assist you. We're going to stop Zoom," and Barry's like, "No, we're not, because I don't trust you." And Jay's like, "Okay." And his friends of Barry are like, "Barry, you should trust him." And Barry's like, "I really shouldn't. I don't know this guy. He says his name's Jay. He shows up. He says he's been following us for months. He knows our names. Creepy stalker, man. He's stalker. I wouldn't do it." And Jay's like, "Okay, Barry. Okay, kid. Okay, fine." And then we cut to a explosion and death and whatnot, and this guy who's done some bad shit, and Barry's like, "Man, this guy he did some bad shit. He's blowing up this warehouse, and we need to stop him. We need to stop him now." And Joe's like, "Okay, fine. Well, what's he made of?" And Barry's like, "Sand, I think. He's made of sand." And this woman walks up, Splunk up, and she's like, "Hey, my name's Patty Spivot. Not like Patty off Doug. I'm not Patty off Doug. I'm not mayonnaise. I'm Patty." And she says, Joe, I want to join your task force." Joe says to her that she can, but she will be able to, but first they've got to have a mini conflict during the episode, so she'll have to do it later. So she flirts a bit with Barry, and Barry flirts back, and so "Hey, she's kind of cute." And Joe's like, "Okay, Barry, okay, my boy. Guess you don't want to sleep with your sister, your best friend / sister anymore." Barry's like, "Joe, we're not doing the incest thing. It's Season 2. It's all changed." So then Barry's like, we gotta track this guy, this guy who did the gas fire thing. And they track him, and this guy, Barry's like, "Hey, I'm going to punch you." And this guy's like, "No, you're not, because I'm made of sand." So Barry hits him, and guy's like, Barry, I'm made of sand, bro. I'm made of sand." Barry's like, "What? How aren't you dead?" And this guy's like, "I'm literally made of sand." And then he disappears. He just walks off. And then everyone's like, we got to find out who Guy made of sand is. And they talk to Jay, and Jay's like, he's made of sand. I can teach you to stop him. Barry's like, "No, we're gonna lock you in the pipeline prison." And this guy's like, "Dude, this isn't cool at all. You can't do this to me, but I'm gonna play ball because I want you to trust me. And my name's Jay." So then F1 is talking, and they're sort of Jay said that it's from another Earth, and Stein's like, well, let me go into exposition about many ways theories. Joe looks at him like, the fuck are you talking about? And Stein's like, it could be a planet where I'm an Earth where I'm like a spy. My name's Jack Brisker, and I got a daughter named Sydney. She might be played by that popular actress Jennifer Garner, And everyone's like, that's not. But Stein elaborates that it could be an endless series of Earths, It could even be one where there's this woman who's like the fastest person ever. She's like Superman, but a woman version, and she's like from Krypton, and her sister's there. Her sister's one of the main characters, and stuff happens, and so Joe is really getting annoyed at this point. He's like, you're a bunch of nerds, you sort this shit out. So he goes police station. It's like, where's Singh? Where's my boy? It's like, you can talk about manly shit. And then Patty walks in. So like, joke, I'd be on task force. Like, no, you can't. And you know why. It's like, what? Because I'm a woman? And Joe's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply that. Which meant he did unintentionally say it. Which is really fucked up. And then Patty's like, can I join? Joe's like, no, you can't. We got to keep this conflict going for a bit longer. So then Barry is just not managed to fight this guy, Sand Demon. So Jay's like, you're going to run some more tests on me, and that's fine, because you've established I don't have my super speed. But I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you because you need to listen. Like, Barry, you need to listen to me, bro. You need to listen. Barry's like, I don't need to listen to goddamn thing. Like, I'll know you. Like, I'll know you a bit. Like, we ain't never met. How would I know you're not Zoom? And this guy's like, well, I'm not. And Barry's like, how would I know? And this guy's like, well, I don't have super speed. And Barry's like, well, I know you. I'm just saying, I know you. Get your ass back in prison. And this guy's like, Barry, you're kind of an arsehole. And then Iris calls him out. It's like, Barry, you're messing around. Don't do it. Barry's like, look, Iris, I don't mean to explain to you. We trusted Harrison Wells for almost a season of TV time, and he betrayed us. What makes this guy different? Iris is like, yeah, Barry, I knew you used to be an optimist. And Barry's like, goddamn, Iris. Seriously, Iris, look, this guy's probably going to turn out to be Zoom. You know it, I know it, viewers know it. So why don't we save some trouble and just not let him become one of our friends? Iris is like, Barry, I just got to say, this shit ain't cool. This ain't cool, Barry. And then Cisco's like, Cisco starts touching things, and he starts having memories of them. Sort of like, oh man, look, Barry, this guy's got Patty. That woman you're flirting with, you make some Monty Python jokes. He's got her, and he's going to kill her. And Barry's like, damn it, I've only just met this woman, but clearly I put her above all else. So he goes to Jay, and sort of like, Jay, you've got to hit me. And Jay's like, okay, I'll assist you. What you got to do, Barry, is you got to go throw lightning at this guy, and that will stop him, and then he'll turn glass. And at this point I'm like, well, if he turns glass and falls, he'll shatter. That's murder. But Jay's like, no, that's fine, I've had experience dealing with this guy before, I know what I'm doing. And I'm like, well, no you haven't, because he would be dead if you did that. How is no one seeing this guy's clearly Zoom? So he's like, and then they're like, Jay, you got to come too. And he's like, dude, I don't have my super speed. And they're like, yeah, but you got your costume, so you can trick him into it. And he's like, yeah, that might work. And then so Barry's like, you ready, Flash? And Jay's like, yeah, I'm born ready, Flash. And then they clasp hands, and it's like, oh shit, it's 2 flashes of 2 waves, Joe. Yay. So then they start doing the super thing. Jay's like, hey, Sand Demon, I'm going to kick your ass, you fuckhead. And Sand Demon's like, Jay, Flash, I'm going to kick your ass. And then Flash tries throwing some punches, and Sand Demon's like, dude, you ain't even got any speed. So he starts beating him up and smacking him around. So like, I'm going to kill you, bro. And then he starts choking him with a sandy hand. And then Barry's sort of like, no, I'm going to save Patty. So he runs, and he saves so before he concussions, the bomb goes off. And Sand Demon's sort of like, man, you saved her, but now I'm going to kill you. And Barry's like, no, you're not, because I'm going to hit you with lightning. And Sand Demon's like, dude, no, because I'll turn glass and then I'll crumble and shatter. And Barry's like, yeah, I know about that, but you know what, the thing about that is, and then throws lightning at him, and Sand Demon turns glass and he smashes on ground, and that's the last we hear of him in this episode. So Barry just murdered San Demon. That's 2 for 2, Barry. It's 2 for 2. You murders in 2 weeks, consecutive weeks. That ain't cool, Barry. That ain't cool. That's really messed up. Again, I have a beer with me, a Bud Light. I've just worked the NHS, and the most messed up thing I've seen all day is Barry murdering San Demon. That's just because Jay told him to. And then at the end of the episode, Jay's like, hey, Barry, you remember when you murdered San Demon? Barry's like, murdering's awesome. I'm like, this show's got really dark in season 2. Like, I don't know if I enjoy it, because I remember it used to be a nice, funny, happy TV show. Now you got Cisco freaking out because he thinks, like, Harrison's turned him into a weapon. You got Caitlin thirsty for, like, Jay Garrick abs. You got Joe, whose partners keep fucking dying or being kidnapped. You know, Barry and Iris aren't even gonna be out. You got fucking, the episode ends with fucking Stein stammering and then falling over and then probably dying of a heart attack or some shit like that. This is messed up because, like, I don't know how much I'm enjoying this season actually, because 2 episodes in and there's sort of like, hey, there's 52 breaches and main ones at Star Labs and Stein might be dead and Barry and Jay might be Zoom. Well, it probably is Zoom because it's, come on, there's foreshadowing and then there's throwing a big blanket on people, you know, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. But overall, I didn't really think this was a very good episode. I go for 3 out of 5. You know, it's watchable and okay, I guess. But I just been watching this stuff like The Morning Show and Trying on Apple TV. Apple TV's good, by the way. And just thinking, these are Flash. Like, I know it's from years and years ago, but I remember season 1 being a lot better than it actually was. And I remember season 2 being a bit of a mess. So maybe it's going to be a bit of a slog get through. But anyway, that should be more entertaining for you guys. And Combat Cavalcade Day a Baker's Dozen. So I'll be back tomorrow with an Ant-Man review. And hopefully next week in TNF episode 11, Barry doesn't murder another supervillain. We can only hope. Anyway, this is Ian Austin signing off saying, remember, life is beautiful.